Hello, welcome back. I'm Brainerror, and today we are continuing Mothmen 1966. Let's continue. I think we were in the middle of getting our butts kicked. Is that where I last saved? Oh. I should be out there and win my red badge for courage. Of courage, even. The Red Badge of Courage is the title of the Civil War novel you read and reread over and over again. It tells you the story of a Union soldier who flees the battlefield. From that first act of cowardice, the only thing the protagonist longs for is to receive a war wound. The definite proof that he had become a man. Oh God. Your Red Badge of Courage? You want a real Red Badge of Courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. Just dump it right in his fucking face. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You are going to be a father? You think of your own father. Of all of your suffering. I don't know if... I'm a coward, Vic. Lee, did you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without ever having set foot on a real battlefield? The first time you saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou. Whoa, evil granny's back. Come out and fight! None of you move. Look at her. She's insane. Out, I said. My Red Badge of Courage. Lee, don't. Pull or push? I'm gonna push you. You push. Elsie rotates her shoulder and the rifle points at your chest. Oh! Wait, what? Retry. I died so much in this game. Christ. Let's see. Pull then. You pull. Elsie rotates her shoulders and stumbles. A rifle points at the ceiling. I suppose, but usually you push it up, right? You push, like, the barrel of a gun up. But I suppose you could pull it up. But that would seem like I am in a really vulnerable position. I don't get it. Anyway, the rifle points at the ceiling. Points at the ceiling. Push. Yay! Elsie loses her balance. The rifle points at her body. At her body. Pull. You pull. Elsie loosens her grip and you stumble. The rifle points at the ceiling. Elsie launches at you with unbelievable force and makes the rifle point at you. Damn it! I hate this shit. So, I forgot what it was now. Pull first. And then was push. Yeah. And then I pulled again, I think, right? I'm gonna push again. There you go. You push and you hear a shot. Oh, Elsie. It wasn't Holt's grandmother, Lee. Your hands are shaking. You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow you had been able to feel the different endings. You knew that in one of them Elsie would be shot, and yet you didn't stop. Ah! She's alive! They shot me! I love her. The resilience of the possessed? You don't know why you're surprised after all. Holt's grandmother is possessed by her own grandfather. A soldier who fought in the Civil War and was moved down by a machine gun. Mowed down, I mean. Whoa. The same machine gun whose burst you now hear outside the gas station. Tearing apart creatures not mentioned in any biology textbooks. Whoa, Holt. Are you okay? Eat bullets, you sons of bitches! Shouldn't have touched this dog, man. Back to Victoria. Now! You don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the Winans machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. The only word you can think of to describe what you see is pandemonium. And not only in the traditional sense, a place of noise and confusion, but in the original sense of the word, the place where all demons congregate. Lee tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and the shrieks of the creatures. To your left, Vic! Oh! What? It was timed! Too late. The creatures catch up and you feel their claws ripping your belly open. Oh. Horror clouds your vision and you lose consciousness. You never wake up again. Sudden endings completist. I've got all the sudden endings. Hey, thank you. I like being a completionist. Get down. Oh. Fine, I'll go left next time. God damn it. Left. You feel jaws closing not far from your neck. You try to run faster. I'll just do what he says. You duck down and feel the claws of a creature graze the back of your neck. Keep running. Okay, I'll go right. Ugh. The pigman tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. Aw, I read a book once called The Pigman and I. When I was 11, I think, so. You're almost there. You get in the car and slam the door shut. You hear a knock and you jump in your seat. Let's go! Let's go! Lee speeds up, and the pandemonium is soon behind you. So we're just leaving Holt? I mean, he did seem a little bit crazy. You think about Lee's previous car. What a clunker. And even if you don't know exactly how Lee could get a car like this, you're grateful he did. The Leonids, upright beasts, infra-familial possession, experimental weapons, the Order of the Elves, Men in Black and Mothmen. There they are, the topics of my next book. You touch your belly. With all that you suffered tonight, loose comment seems a bit inappropriate. Yep. You travel in silence for a few minutes. Are you alright, Lee? You look a little pale. Lee takes a few seconds to answer. I don't know. Lee scratches his head. I can see things before they happen, Vic. Lou leans forward. It's not that I see the future. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can see several presents just before they happen. Come on, babe. Victoria. Yeah, shut up. What you're saying, Lee, have you felt it since the episode you told us with the white light? Lee's hands are tightly clasped on the steering wheel. It's not like I can control it. The first time I felt it was in the struggle with Elsie. And the second when we were running to the car. Lee looks you in the eyes and suddenly you can feel all his pain. And some of the presence, the creatures. Vic. Lee's voice breaks. The creatures. And he begins to cry. Aww. You feel him gradually calming down with the contact. He rests his head on your hand and you stroke his cheek. He's driving, right? After a few minutes you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something in his notebook. Lou seems to always be writing in one way or another. You envy his tenacity. And you wonder if maybe that's what it takes to be a writer. Lee steps on the brakes and opens the door in his sight. Wait here! What happened? Can you see anything from there? You shake your head. If it's a baby, don't take a baby inside. It will be a creepy Mothman baby. Although, oh, baby moth's cute. If you want to see cute moths, like really cute, look up the poodle moth. Poodle moths. Oh, there are many fluffy moths that are cute like that, but the poodle moth is one of the cutest. Here he comes. It's gonna be a baby. It's gonna be a creepy baby. Oh, it's a goat baby. Oh, she said a goat baby. A goat. It's hurt, Vic.
Oh, he's gonna be a good father.
Although neither of you say anything, you think you know what you have to do. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. In the back seat, Luke clears his throat. Yeah, a little bit uncomfortable. I don't want to be anticlimactic, but the demonization of the god Pan, Satan, as a male goat. You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against Goatmen, don't you? The end. Whoa, that's the end? That was such a bizarre... That was the end? That was a bizarre ending. I really liked the style of it, and I really liked the pacing of it and stuff, although sometimes it was like, whoa, everything went down. But the ending, that felt really rushed. Like, what's happening with Colt? He's still there, firing his gun at all the monsters. Elsie is still bleeding out. What's gonna happen with... Oh... I'll shut up. 8 years later. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Forgive me, thank you. Oh, the men are back. Here come the men in black. Oh, they got a little daughter. Oh no, she's gonna be special, isn't she? Goatman! He's alive! Is he learning piano? Yeah, like, oh, fuck me. Not just marvelous achievement. Okay, so the goat lives. Are we gonna get a continuation? I could play solitaire. No, I'm going back to my original outrage over the over the ending. I like that they included like a little snippet of like the 7 years later, but what happened with Holt and what happened to Elsie? I know Elsie was possessed, but still she was bleeding out. Did she survive? Did they go back to their lives? Did Holt survive? Did he manage to get rid of all the creatures? Why did we just abandon all of them all of a sudden? I mean, I know we were in danger, but... The other thing that kind of confused me is that Elsie in the beginning was like shooting the gun, right? We were in control of the gun, we had to decide where to shoot so we would survive, blah blah. And then we were like, okay, let's find the others so we can all fight together. And then suddenly that was abandoned and Lee attacked Elsie. Why? Is it just because Victoria said she was pregnant and he wanted to get her out? I mean, I can understand that in a way, but also you were going to help Holt fight all these creatures and suddenly just leave him behind? It's a little bit weird. But overall, I really liked it. I liked this short story and I enjoyed the art. It was very cool, very reminiscent of 80s point and click games and of my childhood, which is really nice. And I just wanted a little bit more lore. I just wanted a little bit more depth and a little bit more I just wanted more, you know? I wanted more depth in the story, and I definitely wanted more lore because it's called Mothmen. So why weren't they more heavily featured? It felt like it was kind of like spiraling out of control, like way too fast. And there wasn't enough, like the first sighting that we had, for example, that was very cool. But then it just snowballed so quickly after that. Yeah, I don't know. Because I said in the beginning I liked the pacing and it was quite exciting because so much stuff was happening. But in hindsight it was like, but not much was explained and not a lot of stuff was discovered. And what happens afterwards? And also the fact that Lou thinks that people were created in one of these events, but we killed all the other bipeds. which is also kind of strange, you know. Evolution, anybody? Yeah, it was just I don't know. It feels a little bit disjointed and rushed. But overall, I don't know how many games they've made, this dev team, but I hope they do make more and then maybe take the time to write out the story, like to give it more depth and like a better flow and more satisfying towards the end, because I still find the ending very strange. Unless there's going to be like a sequel and they're going to come back to this and say, you know, pick up from the goat being all grown up now, 7 years old. Which I find fascinating. I always find it fascinating when there's like a story with a humanoid creature or animal, I should say. So like recently there was an Icelandic film which I really want to see called Lamb, which is about a couple who want a child and they end up with a lamb human hybrid. And I really want to see that one. And then there's another one that's based on was a Serbian folklore about a creature called Greedy Guts. I can't remember what the actual proper name is in the language, but I grew up with that fairy tale, or that folklore, I guess, because there was actually a children's book that was full of like folklore and fairy tales from around the world, and I'm still trying to find out which book that was, because I would love to see it again, just, you know, for the memories. I used to be fascinated and terrified by it, but there was one story called Never Enough, and that was about a wooden boy who would just endlessly eat everything and just wanted more and more and more and more and more, and ruined the lives of everybody around him. And that this film is like based on that as well. It's like a couple that wants a child, they end up with this wooden child, Greedy Guts, and, you know, things go awry. So, you know, I love that kind of stuff. So I would love for them to pick up from the goat boy and see where it goes from there. But I also really just want to know what happened to Elsie and Holt. Did they just horrifically die? Did they survive? Did one of them survive? Has he ever won solitaire? Anyway, I'm gonna look at the gallery because there was some really cool photos. I used them for my like for the thumbnails. Can I just go to the next one now? So this one I used as a thumbnail because it's just, you know, it's really good pixel art. I love it. It's so reminiscent of like King's Quest, the early King's Quest. Like these creatures, the way their eyes are really reminds me of the little goons in Rosella's Peril. But yeah, there are some locked ones. Listen about the elves. Did I not listen about the elves? So each choice you make in the game unlocks a part, like a piece of art, which is really cool. Yeah. Whoa. Watch the credits until the end. I got a thing for that. Why wouldn't I? They were very short credits. Let's play some solitaire. Right. I know. You told me last time. I'm gonna play one bit of solitaire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you have to actually, yeah. Then you have to guess which one is what. So whether it's a black one or a black one or a red one in the next pile. Let's see. God. I guess. Oh, sorry. I still think this should be a little easier. Because it keeps on going like this, and it should be a little easier than that. Yeah, so I can actually go quite a bit left, please. And then J. It's a shame I don't have a 10 anywhere. Right, and now I need one of these. Turn over from stock, and then I have to... Yeah, black or red. I'm gonna say red. Oh, fuck. New game. I'm gonna try one more time. 6. So we've got 5, 6. That is, oh, it's all, I'm already boned right from the start. Oh, lucky. But then still, it's like I'm boned after that. Right, I need to turn over one. I'm gonna say black. Oh, yes. It's so funny because it's like a 50-50 chance, but it's still so... Right, I'll do 9, 10, J, Q. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know. I wanted the 10. I was thinking too far ahead. Actually, I was having a different thought at the same time, which doesn't help me. Good old ADHD. You can have like 5 to 10 different thoughts at the same time, and you just gotta really keep track on which one's appropriate for what the frick you're doing. I'll go left. There. And then I'm gonna go right. Oh, well, I wanted to go right, and then I click left. It would be really great if this could be just mouse clicks or just the arrow keys. I got a king. And hopefully there's a ace underneath him, because that'd be great, because that's the furthest I've ever been. Hey! Then we can go ace, 2, 3, and then hopefully there's another 2 somewhere. Right. 2 is on the left. And there we go, 3. I can either do this 3 and hope, or this 3 and hope. Oh, there's a 4. That's also useful. Right. And then select left. Select. That was the wrong one to select. Christ. Red. Shit. Ah, so close. Solitaire is good run. Oh, another achievement. Huh? Why am I going back to... Excuse me, can I go back to the main menu? It just went on with the... I thought it was just Solitaire on its own. Do I have a new one now? Because I have... Yeah, lose with 15 or less cards to go. Oh! There you go, I got another piece of art. So yeah, the other ones just make a really inaccurate drawing. Oh. Lose with 25 or more cards to go. Oh. Answer properly to unheard question. Find out leaves business with hold. Yeah, we never find out, did we? Survive all cryptid waves. But I can do lose with 25. So I know. So what you do is just get one from the discard pile straight away and hopefully lose. Hey, there you go. There you go, Solitaire's bad run. Aha. That's great. So now I should have another piece of art, right? Yeah. Here you go, Holtz. Lose with 25 or more cards to go. Nice. Well, that's all I can offer you with this. I hope you enjoyed it regardless. Let me know what you think. Whether I'm right in thinking that what I said, or whether you're okay with the story, or whether you just enjoyed it and didn't really care either way. But I would love to see more from this dev team. So I hope they will continue making these types of games, and hopefully it will be a little bit more fleshed out in the next one. I hope. Thank you so much for joining me as always, and I will see you when I see you.